Hey all, this is Urs, and welcome back to our Huge Earth TSL with Lenin. We have made peace with Alaric and gotten a territorial concession for our trouble, namely the city of Novae. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but it's okay. So Novae is here. It's a little vulnerable from ships and all, but we'll have enough composites and crossbows to cover it. These are only triremes after all. The most important thing that Novae provides us is a strategic point with which to assault the Southern Empire and basically cut off northern reinforcements. Basically either going between these waters or jumping in the water, which will mean certain death, and by the time it comes out of resistance, we'll be ready to go. We also have 15 turns of peace, which means machinery and just enough time to get into the wonder that is the Renaissance era through acoustics, at which point we'll continue with the military techs a bit, probably pick up chivalry just because it's a quicken, and then pick up physics and steel, and then just roll on with our lives. Of course, the Renaissance era getting in there kind of motion is going to help us speed up the medieval text, so I'm kind of counting on that to help us out. Hey, buddy, we'll be friends. Yay. Good. I know Benin's not happy with them, but you know what? I'm not exactly friendly with Benin, so I don't really care too much about what's going on there. All right, so far so good. We're going to pull you out just a tick. And that looks good. What else we got? So we got a little bit of time to kind of reorganize, reset. The most important thing we're going to do here is get our stuff in front of Riga and figure out what the hell else is out here. That's going to be important, so we know what potential fronts of war we'll be facing soon. Sitting Bull, sit back in Tobolsk, you'll be doing good there. The Horseman is fine here. They did really good work up here, I gotta say. They're getting steadily promoted. They'll be knights relatively soon. And another really good feather in our cap for our military. We have indeed made peace with Alaric. Malacca canceled quest. Riga is now our ally. Leon wants a great merchant. And he's made peace with city-states. Alright. Onward and upward. It's nice to have a city-state ally, too. It's not giving us any unique luxuries. It's not giving us much of anything, honestly, but it's a, nice little thing that we just did there, right? We just got ourselves another city at our beck and call. We'll move these units out, obviously. We're going to surround Novae. We're going to get our composites there. We're probably going to get our... Where's our logistics composite? There you are. The guy without range, but logistics. He's so close. He's going to be doing a lot of work in Novae. He's going to sit in the city and just beat the ever-living snot at everything that comes around near it. No. You're plotting against me. What the hell did I give you open borders? I still don't see any Qin units coming around here, so my eastern front is still okay. And like I said, with the crossbow upgrade, I'm relatively certain he won't down me, because I'll be that much stronger. I moved out already. Good. Nope. And remember, the Scots made peace a turn before we did. So when we dow them again, which we will, in due time, we'll be able to take advantage of that. This position is kind of irritating, because I want to use it to beat the out of Arhemar, but it doesn't provide me a good firing position from here to get it. I want to chop that forest, but that keeps this tile relatively safe. So I don't really know. What I'm probably going to do is do this. Take the firing position from there and probably from there, and see if I can control out here. And that all depends on what's actually out here, which is a big factor in how I'm going to deploy in a second. But number one is that we need to kind of bring these lines forward a bit and make sure nothing goes bad with them. So go into Kharkov and control that. What are we producing? Anything that we need to build? No, research. More science. I need as much as I can get right now. Who grew? Petrograd has grown. My southern empire is doing beautifully well. Honestly, it's prospering since we expanded into the desert lands. Here. Good. All right, so generations of warfare really have resulted in a pretty solid Soviet empire right now. We've got an eastern side and a western side, which was the old empire and the new expansions, which are busily turning into very productive parts of our own empire. Chimgitura's finishing up a couple of builds still. They're a bit of an underachiever at the moment, but we'll make do. After this, they're going to kick into research as well, and I really can't wait for this. I want to show all these crossbows, and everyone's going to literally poop themselves. I mean, that's not even figurative. That is literal. They will pretty much, I'll hear, and then bad things will happen. So, all right, onward. Let's keep moving. These guys are trying to block me. Mama, they try and block me. Let's keep going that way. He can't get into my land, so if I do move out of here, I want to make sure I'm actually controlling these spaces so he doesn't take them. I can slowly push him out of Riga. I don't want to start a war with Riga. I want to go there. Can I put anything there? Not quite. Horseman is going to be more useful out here, I think. Yep, you can move forward. That fort is going to be less useful now that I just finished it. But you know what? You never know if I need to bombard something over here, so what the hell. Okay, we do need a strong front here. We can't move past this, obviously, because Arhemar will bombard us. Once I have longswords, it'll be very useful. He's going to go here to repair that. So I'm going to keep a horse here literally for the express purpose of pillaging that. No other reason. I just want to keep this horseman here, so as soon as we start the war again, we go in here, pillage that, and call it a day. You need to heal up badly, but you will heal in time, good sir. Your service has been much valued over the years, over the generations. So come up here, we'll have that firing position on Arhemar soon enough. You need to keep moving up. I really want to move out of here, but this guy's being a good... He's being smart. He's not letting me through. But we'll make him move shortly. Okay, keep on here. We need to keep a strong line here, obviously. We may draft a couple frontliners to do that. We have a couple more iron sources. What I may do... What is my least productive city? Because I don't need this quickly, and I want to make sure my research is still going. My least productive city that I control is... Well, capital's doing great. 27, 16, 15. So Minsk, maybe? Minsk, Chimgitura... No, Minsk is still worse than Chimgitura. Victoriacum Novae. Okay, yeah, so Minsk is still my least productive city. So I'm going to change research into a swordsman. Then we'll swap the research after that. Let's crank out... Because these guys will be longswords relatively soon. So, I mean, I have a lot of horses too. Maybe I should get more knights. That might not be a bad idea because they'll be 20 strength. But the swordsmen will get terrain bonuses. You know what, let's use up all our iron. In 15 turns, we'll be able to build a bunch of those. Okay, and that'll fortify this line a bit. Obviously, I can't keep that composite there. It's not safe. He's going to get annihilated. But he got some good experience there, so yay, good for you. What else we got? Worker! Excellent. What is this? This is grassland. Okay, so this could be actually a pretty viable farm. It won't be freshwater, but Semibirsk needs as much food as it can get, and that will get better with fertilizer, so it's alright. You're going to be busy defending Novae as soon as we can get out here, but I can't get out here right now because of that worker. If I moved into this space, that worker would get captured, and that would be war, and that would be bad. We'll start shifting out this way, I guess. You're the double guy? Yeah, you're the double guy. Come here. Come here. You guys, you've got to keep moving this way, because we cannot let them take the spaces that we're trying to reserve for ourselves. That's a triple ranger, needs to be there. This will be using to check positions, probably, honestly, with the pike. The pike may be better here. We'll probably... Sorry, that was backwards. Probably with the composite. That's fine. Alright, yeah, we gotta start just taking this space so he doesn't try to. That's really the most important thing right now. Alright, that looks pretty good. Remember, we still have 15 turns to do this, so it's not like we need to do this tomorrow, but it's good to have that flexibility. And this is a plain, so it'll be even less food. Let me make a trading post there, just so we can make it. Yep, I want to make sure Eridu does not grow. I don't need that. I'll be inhaling much more lands, so controlling happiness that way is good. It'll let my main empire grow quickly while the strategic points... I mean, Eridu really is a strategic point. It's not going to be a huge city for pretty much anything. If we take Ravenna, it'll be taking the good tiles anyway, and if Ur wants to take a citadel and steal some of Gothic territory, I will not be opposed to that, sir. Oh, Toulouse is taking damage from the Garamantes. Excellent! Alright, well, I may have just signaled the death knell for that offensive, but we'll get there. If we can take apart the Gothic Empire, then we'll be able to concentrate on the Chinese, and that's really where the threat lies, so yay. Okay, so we'll keep moving these guys up. As soon as that worker moves out of the way, we'll figure something out. Because he won't be building that again, obviously. You're fine. We're allies, so this is okay. Yep, roll up. And I'll make sure I'm going to keep that alliance. I'm going to keep some cash handy for that. But money right now, thankfully, is not a problem in the least. It's kind of a great, great, glorious thing that we're doing. We have plenty of cash to go around, which is a nice boon. What I may do is take Khaled Ali ibn al-Walid down here as a secondary front general. This city was holding pretty well. We were actually pushing out with the general. So without the general, we should probably be able to hold, if not even push out regardless, because we're just going to be that badass. Okay, you don't need to be here necessarily. You may be, though. Let's decide what to do with him later. That's not a priority right now. Yeah, Turd didn't really send anything against me, so anything that can be dealt with by my horsemen. So this guy probably doesn't need to be here. He'd be more at the front now. Yeah, I didn't know how he would send troops, and obviously the northern cities are not able to send much on the way of reinforcements. So, yeah, why don't you sit here? You can always fire over there if need be. The catapults are not good for melee damage. I mean, unit damage right now. But these guys, Where's you're gonna need to get upgraded next turn, aren't you? So why don't we move you one tile out for now? We're not gonna go to war. You can move in and upgrade next turn. And go from there. Perfect. All right, you worker, repair that because eventually we need to repair that. You're fine. You'll upgrade soon enough. Actually, can you upgrade soon enough? I can go there. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll swap out with the catapult. You stay there for now. You're good. Yeah, these guys are just picking triremes off one by one. It's pretty beautiful. Oh, there's a lot of cities that grew, actually. I probably should have checked that. Whoops! It wasn't just Petrograd. There's a couple more. I think my puppets, honestly. But we'll figure it out. It's alright. Either way, it looks like the numbers are doing pretty well and production's going pretty well, so I'm not particularly worried. You go deal with the Garamantes. They're apparently kicking your ass a little. It'd be nice to have the Garamantes as neighbors. They're our fast friends, and we can kind of really eliminate the Goths from, I guess, validity in the political landscape. That'd be great. And then I'll look east, because once we deal with this, so we don't not worried about some kind of dumbass Dow from the Goths, once we take his capital, because we might as well take his capital at this point. Then we're going to look east and see if we can deal with a giant dragon rising in the east. Another city, why not? Oh, God. Oh, look, he kept his cities. That's pretty good. It's pretty funny that this is puppeted officially. Yeah, I'm cool with giving me money for horses. Yep, that's good. Yeah, this is actually, the city-state, Belgrade, actually conquered and didn't burn. It puppeted Surkoda, and it's still there. That's amazing. I love it. That's too funny. That's really too funny. Yeah, the Chinese Empire is going to be hard to take down, but with some diligent application of crossbows. Is he sending this to me? Where's this going? Where's that caravan going? I would like to know this, actually. It's important. I think it's ending at Iskar. I think he's sending it to Iskar. It means he's unlikely to down me while that's being sent. Excellent. All right, machinery, finally. I guess it's going to Iskar. Excellent. Okay, so we have trading route with the Chinese. That's fine. So he's unlikely to try and kill me. Good. That's fine there. Temple. Yep. We need a little more faith because we will be using it. Toulouse. Yeah, you may not want to put your pikes there, buddy. That may not be the best idea you've had in a while. But that's all right. Okay, finally, we can move through. We can move forward and replace units on these tiles. It's going to be all important. I'm going to need to know what the hell is out here, actually. For now, I'm going to put you out here. What? So there's not a city right there, so that's good. A little scary, honestly, holding these passes, but it'll be all right. I'm afraid I'm going to get pushed pretty hard on Nove, and Nove is not in any way able to contribute quite yet. I probably will have to annex to an extent to control production at least a little bit. But this is nice. They left the marshes on here. That's hilarious. Left the marshes. Tactically, it's actually a really good thing. All right. Let's keep surrounding then, I guess, while we make our footholds known. We need to push on in Riga so they don't take these positions. What are you? You're a basic guy. All right. Time to start upgrading our composites I've been talking about for so long. Oh, you're not even here yet. You're going to be our big guy. So you're going to go into Nove in a second. So we'll upgrade you in a sec. But importantly, let's get these upgrades done. It's 100 a pop, and we got about 20. So that'll burn out all our gold, more or less. Did that already. Good. And just going down the list. Pressing U. This is the fastest way to do it when you have a lot of upgrades to do. Can't hold that one. Do that one. Okay, so now the question is which ones are left, actually. Lots of crossbowmen. So 2 composites. One I moved that I know. This other one. Oh, you. Yo, you're good. That's right, we were talking about this. We're going to move this guy up here, and you're going to roll back up here and upgrade next turn. All right, so our military strength just went through the roof with those crossbows. These are highly dangerous units. Highly dangerous units. 11 turns until acoustics, which is grand. And how many turns until the peace deal is over? Our peace deal ends... Let's see... One of the most recent ones, honestly. There we go. Yeah, peace treaty. Ends on... Oh, ended. This is completed. Where's current? I have a lot of deals with the Goths. There's only one that I care about. Where is it? Here. Peace. And I got Nove. That's not going to get rescinded, obviously. Ends on turn 265. So about 13 turns yet. So we'll hit Renaissance a little bit before. We'll make some headway to getting Knights out. Knights will be able to take apart their composites. No problem. Let's keep moving some units this way. I have the sinking feeling I'm going to get pushed on pretty hard. I want to make sure I'm ready for the pressure that's going to be exerted. Yeah, alright. Yeah, you're going to take over that guy's front line role, obviously. I want a melee unit there, not a knight type unit. I'll use him to move. So you stay there. You're going to be front line in that. We need a front from here, but these are basically equivalent to swordsmen right now. So those crossbows can actually stay and hold their own pretty well. Stay there, so I can forget about you pretty much. This is Khaled. Khaled needs to come up here. So Khaled, keep going. You're good. You're almost done with the fort. One of these days it'll get constructed. So where's our generals at? Yeah, Khaled's going to come down here and help out. This general's going to come down here and control that. You keep rolling out and taking these positions. I want to make sure... I can't get into Riga this way, really? I can do it this way, I guess. Can I roll you up? Yes, I can. Okay. At least temporarily to control that tile. So no one gets into Riga that's not me. And we'll know what else he's fielding as well. Okay, this is good. This is fine. Yeah, these crossbows are going to do some serious work if anything tries to move up this way. It's going to be good. I may relocate some of them up here if I do get pushed pretty hard, because that's just going to be a withering hail of arrows. It's going to be nice. Or quiver... No, quarrels is the term, I think. Withering hail of quarrels. Yes, quite. Anyway, onward. That's a lumber mill. Why is it a lumber mill? Oh yeah, because Tobolsk, that's right. We can do guild stuff now, yeah? And Tobolsk is still growing, despite the fact that I don't want it to grow. Yep, okay. So how much excess food do you have? 2.8. So I can take this out, turn it into this. Nothing else can work this. Actually, Iskar can work it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that too much, because then I'll have nothing to work with that city. Do that. And you are stagnating. Perfect. Okay, that's where I want Tobolsk to stay. Good. That's fine. And we'll turn that into a trading post to get some money off of it. Yeah, these catapults aren't really relevant right now. They're just not strong enough anymore. But once we upgrade them to Trebs, they'll be much better off. But this front just got scary for him. Yeah, I'm not sure the Garamante push is not going to do anything to stymie the Goth expansion efforts. But, you know, we're doing what we can. Perfect. Alright, I can't wait to see acoustics pop up. It's going to be nice. And every time we grow, it's going to be a little more science. We're doing nice, honestly. Now I think we're going to start catching up on techs a little. Obviously, acoustics is going to be another slow one. It's another big reach tech. But the other ones, like the sailing and the other stuff, and the military techs, they're all going to catch up at the right time, and we're going to be sitting pretty. And I'm going to be saving a bunch of cash now as well, for obvious reasons. I'm going to need a lot more upgrades. I'm going to upgrade these guys to long swords. I'm going to need the upgrades of these into trebuchets. I'm going to need to upgrade the horsemen into knights. I was expecting him to get the Sistine Chapel. It's probably how he got into the Renaissance anyway. Where did he build that, though? That'd be interesting to know. Probably his capital, but if it's in, like, Hall or something, it's going to be another reason to keep cities around. But we'll see. Not now. I'll talk about it. So, looking at the Chinese, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, still to deal with the Goths, but looking at the Chinese, I'm trying to look at the Chinese. It'll be hard to attack them, is what I'm trying to get at. This is behind a mountain and a lot of really difficult passes to get through, and a city-state, so no-go. This looks like a really narrow pass over rough terrain, so pretty much no-go. So the best way to hit the Chinese is going to be to shoot north around the Khan's lands, and try to start coming into his empire this way, through Pingyang. I might burn Yueyang down to the ground, but then, yeah, just kind of go that way and start taking the cities one by one on the big drive south. Because feasibly attacking him from here, it's not going to be possible, really. I'm just going to get taken apart. I may be able to get in through here once I explore a bit, through the west of Luoyang, what kind of city that is and what I can do. But that's an issue for another day, I think. Another great writer, though, writing about our Chekhov. Yeah, he's going to be so enthusiastic. Yes, great pain. Kill the seagull. I just don't understand. It's a very, 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 very Russian writer. Okay, good. So, come here. Go here and do this. Yes. And do this. Yes. Okay, good. So, now we have a crossbow army worthy of the Soviet Empire. Awesome. Awesome. That is good. We have control of most of Riga's terrain. I need this worker to get out of there. He's not going to, so that'll cause a bit of a weakness in my line, but that just means I got to put a tougher unit there. This guy is probably going to take over this catapult space, and we'll be able to push stuff out when we're ready. Alright, this general, yep. Khalid is still moving south, slowly but surely, to take this position up by Nove, I think. So actually, let's put him out by Nove, this way. This is going to be controlling this tile, that's controlling that tile. Probably be smart to put a composite there, but I don't want to spread too thin around Kharkov. And I want to make sure I have the military to control my other lands. Why are you here? Just go here and save me money. Save me money. Not bad, not bad. You are not going to steal my land, are you? Come on. Oh, you better not Citadel bomb me. You better not. That's really kind of rude if he does that. I realize I don't like the Sumerians as neighbors. I probably should just kill them. Eh, whatever. If they keep Citadel bombing me, then they're going to regret it. Let's just put it that way. So this is in range of Arhemar, but I won't be able to fire. So no, that's not in range of Arhemar. This is in range of Arhemar, but it's kind of vulnerable. I'll decide what to do with that. Yeah, this... I'm not sold on that forest. If I chop it, like, for obvious reasons, right? It's... If there's a pikeman here, and I have that forest there, I know he can't hit the Citadel without taking 30 damage by ending his turn next to it. If I do chop it, then I can at least fire at him earlier. I just really don't know what the best action there is, besides just being indecisive. It's hard. It's hard to pick. It's hard to choose. It's like picking your favorite child. Very difficult. Though everyone has a favorite. I mean, let's be honest, really. Alright, let's go. We're going to need to make a road this way, too. I have this worker. What are you doing? Doing a trading post. Yeah, we're going to refit you guys to make the road from Nove probably to Moscow. I might connect the trunk route this way. Just hit that, so from Kharkov or Moscow, reinforcements can come quick. Just to get over the rivers and stuff. I don't want to give them the roads because they have those gadrots, which are really annoying. So what I'm probably gonna do that, I think. Yeah. Well, those improvement reparations are gonna be done, then we'll fix the road situation. Hey, we got this. Good. Let me just check. I know we grew a lot. Ah, there we go. That's the other growth that happened. Okay, but we're already staffing the university. We're growing just fine. Production is good because we're producing research, so we want to have a little bit of that, obviously. Oh, I do want to shoot you, but I can't. Damn. I do want to shoot you, but I can't, so damn. So that's fine. Yeah, all these new crossbows are going to have to go on alert, aren't they? Yep. Yeah, the caddies, they're not going to be handy yet. I need to just get them back home. Yeah, he can't get to here without going through me, can he? Ah, he may be able to, but he'll be alright. Go here. That'll give me strength to all my units. Probably sit him in the Citadel, honestly. Gaius Marius. Sit in the Citadel. Do good. I put the March guy out here for obvious reasons. He's going to be the tougher one. If there's going to be a front coming, he'll be able to deal with it. I will need another crossbow up here, though, so that's fine. And that way, anything comes up here, it's going to get shot at hard. Good. Lines are strong. Lines are ready. We just have to wait a little bit, obviously, for the next chance at declaring. Yep, you're fine. Yeah, I'm much more comfortable leaving crossbows in the front now, too. Because even with knights, they're not really that competitive. Crossbows will be able to handle themselves quite well. I'm going to need another crossbow there. Probably that one is going to move into that catapult spot, but we'll leave that there as a memento. Alright, you're good there. So what can we do with you? Let's keep developing these lands. Get another lumber mill. That'd be tundra, so yeah, the only thing useful there is a lumber mill. You're good there. Horseman. Yeah, finish healing, and then we'll talk. So we'll need you. Yep, you're good. Swordsman. Yeah, this front is going to be a little rough. I got to make sure nothing can land. So that's going to be part of the deal with these new swordsmen that are coming out. So let me do that. By the time the road gets ready, I'll have another guy in place. Because I want to make sure nothing can land here without having to take a face full of my unit. Oh, there's a city right there. Narbo. Oh, no. Alright, that's going to be a little annoying, actually. I can't place anything here lest I get bombarded to crap. This is actually really, really close. Okay. Fascinating. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't notice that before. Probably because I just moved here and revealed it. So Narbo is there. There is another Gothic city, which is probably why he didn't mind giving me this one. Okay, so I'm trying to think about how we divvy up his empire. Might leave him Narbo, honestly. Nove is going to be a strategic point as well. If it builds a walls as soon as it's out of resistance, then I'll be fine with it. Alright, you stay there. Alert. You alert. Yep, there's going to be a lot of alerting going on. You need a heal, though. There's 20 of them. Okay, good. So, Iskar grew. We took care of that already. And next. Perfect. Clearing a forest for Semibirsk. Really? We did? Why did we do that? Oh, the farm, right? I'm like, shouldn't we be building lumber mills pretty much everywhere? Yeah, we are, but... Details, details, details. Yeah, we'll see how hard he pushes back. If I see another horde of military units here as soon as the Dow is almost expired, then we'll know we may be in for a bit of a trouble. But we'll be alright. I think either way we'll be okay. Okay, he may be backing off, mainly to deal with the Garamantes. He might be wanting to push on their lands a bit. So at least they're distracting him, and they're still at war, unlike the Scots who pieced out quickly. The Scots really don't have much there. They almost lost Falkirk, so they were a little worried. We'll give the Scots a bit of time to reinforce this, but this can be hard to reinforce. You can't even get through ice. You have to use my borders to get there, and I'm not going to give him open borders, so it'll be a little tough. He's not sending me a route, is he? Oh my god, he is. Why would you be sending me a route? You're not friendly, are you? Come on. I just kicked your ass some more. You cannot be friendly. No, he's guarded. Great scientist is what I needed. Excellent official. Magistrates. Cool. Our decisions should be coming out relatively soon. They're all industrial for the most part, are unique ones. Economics and a commissariat. Okay. And the industrial era. So yeah, some of them are. Some of them are not. But great scientist is always good. That's a huge boon. Where did you spawn? Petrograd. So I said this would be a great, great scientist hill, so we're going to do that. Roll right here, buddy. That's within 3 of Moscow. Yep. And create an academy. And I know I mentioned this early on in my LPs. If I haven't done it in a while, why do you put it near your capital? Because of the bonus from the National College. You give us 50% more science for the city. And oh my god, I'm not saving my artist guild. Oh, dude, that was stupid. I was probably getting shouted at in the comments, honestly. Fellow future people. Okay, and you too. Go into the artist guild. Thank you. You need one more person to work this tile. Let's take away 2 food to do that. Let's take away 1 food. How about that? Better. And we're still growing pretty quick, so this is nice. We're going to have the Musicians Guild here as well. Why? Because we have the National Epic. That's why. But what I was saying, National College, 50% more science. That's why we put the academies here. If there's an observatory somewhere, that's also a good place. So Semibirsk, I can drop academies all the way here. Problem it'll be tundra tiles. It won't be that great. But at least it's an observatory city. It's probably the only one I have, I think, because I have to be next to a mountain for that. But I can build Neuschwanstein only in Semibirsk, honestly, because Tobolsk is a puppet. Yep, okay. So no another big mountain ranges for us, but that's all right. So we know this tile is no-go. That is an absolute no-no from a safety's perspective. And you're sending me a route from Narbo to Nove. That's cute. All right, interesting. So he's trying to build a trading relationship. I won't be happy with a trading relationship until I trade my military for his capital. But, you know, details. Onward. Oh, this looks like another person's borders, doesn't it? It's a city-state down here. Interesting. Okay, so when I take out Hamar, it'll be pretty strongly positioned, actually. How many cities does he have left? Because he expanded west pretty hard, didn't he? He has 14 cities still. Holy crap. Really? Damn. I mean, we have 12, and I think we're expanding hard. And he's 14 still. Damn, man. That's scary. That is really scary. Okay. We need to start working on this road sooner rather than later. So let's get this road done. Excellent. Good job on that fort. I need you to start working on a road. Excellent. Good job repairing that. I need you to start working on a road. This road's already done for us. This one I pillaged. I'll probably remove it so he doesn't get the benefit of using it. So that'll be a road. That'll be a road. I need a worker to start a road on the fort. Why didn't I do it with the other guy? Because I'm an idiot. Actually, let's start this exchange from Moscow as well. It'll be easier to get to a roaded area from here, I think. Yeah. So you won't be moving anywhere anytime soon. Same thing with you. Let's go up this way. Yeah, it's fine. All right. We'll need to get that trunk artery line ready. What happened? Minsk grew again. Yep, production. That is what I want you to be doing right now. Lots and lots of production. Of swordsmen in this case. Crossbow, right. So we're going to support this line with a crossbow right in this position. So let's keep moving that way. Perfect. And elsewhere. Catapult. Yeah, these caddies are going to be sitting here not doing altogether too much. You know what I might do? I might use a catapult actually to scout and swap this out once we're ready to go. Because that'll be beep, 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 and it'll be fine. Okay, and that'll be stronger in case I need to support this position. Which I inevitably will need to, so. Alright, catapult fine. Catapult fine. Don't worry. This guy is supporting. That's good. I wish I could put something in Riga, but I can't. Not my city. Not my problem. Yes, lumber mill there. Keep developing, keep expanding. How do we use this? The general will probably be... So Khalid Ali bin Al-Walid will be here, covering our units this way. That means I can cover that way, so this guy can cover a little further south. There's 2 tiles of distance, so this guy's the only one not covered, but that's alright. So Gaius Marius will be there, sitting outside the citadel, like a man. And this guy will be 1, 2 there, and then covering this entire set. So Khalid will be our northern general, and Gaius Maris will be our southern general. Excellent. Okay. The horse units will fill gaps where needed. Once I have this road available, they'll be much more flexible and mobile. But for now, I'm still going to keep moving these swordsmen down. I need to keep a strong line around Riga. I cannot have this break. So we'll be doing a lot of that. Replacing units that are getting damaged and all that good stuff as we prep for another slugfest with the Goths. The good thing is that now we have, as like I said, a lot more powerful units. Lots of targets to fire at. It's going to be good. What happened here? GBTDU ended. Oh, what the hell are we paying him for? Oh, you know what it was? It was the Dow against Harappan. So our money's going to start coming back. And remember, we're paying, because of my idiocy, we're paying 23 GPT to the Garamantes. And that's not so good. But we're going to get that money back at some point. And that'll be all right. We'll make do. But once that happens, it'll be even more money to spend. We'll be even richer. Beautiful things. Beautiful things, really. So what would I want to do, honestly? I mean, I'd probably want to take Ravenna at some point, or maybe in a peace settlement. Take Ravenna to control the way into Ur in case I need to kill him. I may take Toulouse, depending on what's out here. But Arhemar, definitely. I may take Lugo Ides Luceo, because that would provide me, A, getting this land back to Kharkov, which I want, and controlling anything coming from the north. If he wants to be exiled to the tundra, that's fine. I can control the fertile lands, and that'd be good. I may take Narbo, just to control this land as well, and have a actual border with the Scots, and that'd be nice. And we'll be able to use these lands that Nove won't be using, because it'll probably stay a puppet. But, like I said, depends if it builds a wall. If it builds a wall, oh, it has Galliuses. Oh, Jesus. That's going to hurt more now. So I gotta be careful on Nove. There's going to be a lot of easy attempts to capture the city. I gotta be very careful. Nove may not hold. Galliuses are scary. They can do a lot of damage there. How much strength do they have? Let's check. So now we're going to be dealing with them for a while. There we go. 2 S's. Come on. You know what I meant. 17. So that's way stronger than a swordsman for range strength. And yeah, it's going to be bad. So we're going to need long swords ASAP. Maybe we're going to keep moving this way. You're sitting in Moscow for no apparent reason, so go here. Oh, you just go here and start building the road. Perfect. Go there. Okay, you need to go here and build the road. You need to start building the road right now. Nice. Alright, you're going to swap out with this. It's going to be important. You're going to come up here and be ready to support more lines. You're probably going to be getting hit pretty hard. Between the galleys and other stuff, it's going to be bad. But the galleys will get blown up by the city, more or less. So it's not going to be terrible, obviously. It's terrible. Oh, Owen Wilson here. No, terrible. Let's keep going. What the hell are you doing? Are you going to... You're going to steal my incense, aren't you, you prick? And you're going to piss off Samarkand. That's what he's going to do. He's a clever little Winnebago. Oh, sorry. Nbuluga. Winnebago. Sure. Okay, well, if you're going to steal those lands, then screw you. I should probably just get rid of these roads, honestly. Let's get rid of that road. Save me some maintenance. I don't need it. I don't need it, man. You're good there. Catapult. Yeah, if anything comes in here, I guess we'll be able to bomb with the catapult. Sure, why not? Alright, and then I'm pretty happy with how my lines are set up for the upcoming war. Now it's just a matter of refitting and upgrading our troops. Horsemen, yeah, just stay here. You will be able to get across that river soon. Catapult, stay there. You'll be scouting for me. It's weird, right? Oh no, Catapult won't be able to scout because it doesn't have vision. Oh, I derped. Okay, once this swordsman comes out, we'll swap with the Catapult. Let's just leave it at that. I won't screw that up twice. Maybe I will. Who cares? I don't. Next. Yeah, get those settlers like way out east and give the Chinese something to attack, huh? Why don't you start doing that? I know I took some of your settlers, but I know you had another 2 or 3 out there. So, you know, why don't you just do that? Just go settle. Go settle something. So we are just, you know, it's smack in the middle of a bunch of empires, so our settlement options were limited. We had to take our lands by force from the Khan and now from the Goths. Like I said, if I can put the Goths in their place and just really make them a non-factor, then I can go east and try to put the Chinese in that same happy little place. My veteran crossbow units and all. He's gonna be a struggle. He's gonna be really solid on science. We're gonna start catching up relatively soon, though. I think so. We'll be all right. Oh, we have extra production. That's right, from the Golden Age. So this is actually gonna harm our science a bit. Jala has a forbidden palace. Okay, so he's banking already. Damn, people are just getting all sciencey and stuff. That's not that surprising. Oh, Leon is scared of me. Really? I guess I'm military that big. I suppose Leon will be scared. Huh. That's funny. I had no idea. We're going to have a military strength. That's what it is. Interesting. I'm planning to protect them, so that'd probably be bad. Oh no, he went away with the general. Or unless Leon killed him. Oh, he may have, actually. May have killed his general. Okay, that's good. He's not going to steal my incense. Excellent! Need some more money, shall we? I mean, do you have money now, Robert the Bruce? Not really. Not really at all. How many cities are you sitting on right now, buddy? You're sitting on 13 cities. Okay, so the Goths are still expanding like crap, but a lot of their cities are crap, so that's alright. Tonga, still got that one city! Oh, baby, he's doing good! No, it's freaking terrible. Alright, terrible. You're gonna be in rough terrain, so why don't we put you... Nah, you're gonna be in open, actually. You're gonna be scouting on rough, so I want to put you open, and we'll swap you out with swap the catapult out with you. You're an ass, missionary. You're an ass. Oh, okay, lands and roads. That's the next big goal here. Is this a road yet? No, that needs to be a road. You need to make a road. You're eventually gonna be able to make a road, but not today. Not yet, not yet. All right, crossbow. Yep, good there. You're gonna be doing some good firing action. We're over. Wait, can you actually fire from there? That's a forest, and that's a forest. No, I thought that was clear. That is a very, very sparse forest. This guy won't be able to do anything with that. I'll be able to swap him out with the swordsman, though. And then he'll be able to do a lot with that. That's... No. That's what I wanted. I want Khalid there. Good. Okay. Now we good? Now we good. Now we have more fire on this position, and we have a strong frontliner preventing additional entry. That is excellent. Okay. Took care of that road. Get rid of this road. Because, like, again, he can use these roads, so I don't want to let him run amok in my lands if I can avoid it. All right, Tobolsk. Perfect. So, stagnating at 8 population. I dig. I dig, I dig, I dig. Good. Good. Excellent. This worker's pretty much done here. I'll make a couple more lumber mills, I think. His production will be a little sparse here. But food will not. Food is going quite well. Wow, you double grid. I didn't even notice. What does that say about me? Alright, let's go here. I'm growing faster. A little less money, but like I said, that's not exactly our limiting factor. This is okay. Let's put you there. Ah, you know what? Screw it. You're growing fast enough and making us some cash. Alright, so we're on our way. We're about halfway to Renaissance and halfway to another Dow. That's kind of the way it goes these days. Riga's almost up to full health. Will be able to help us pin down and pick off some of these nasty positions that he may be having. Got to worry about some galleasses. They are here. They are ready. We do have logistics to help out with that. But when you have a galleass that's basically the same strength as your city, things are scary. We're going to have to prioritize some of that. But we have enough firepower to clear them off. Our territory, anything moves in, it'll be dead. And the most important thing is that we have 1, 2 positions that can fire in our Hamar, and we'll be slowly chipping away at that city. And when trebuchets come into play, it'll be game over for the Goths. It'll be nice. It'll be glorious, and I'll bring it to you next time. Thanks for tuning into this episode, and I will see you all as we continue the Leninist journey through time. I've been Urs, this has been the Huge Earth TSL, and I'll see you then. Till then.